Hey guys, Nintendo Caprice on here. Welcome back to the Stanley Parable. This, as I said before, is probably not a complete Let's Play. I don't know what this is. This is just me messing around on the game. It could go on as long or as short as... I don't even know. Anyway, so a quick recap. In the last episode, we woke up in our office. Well, we were in our office, and come to find out, nobody was here. Like, everything in the place ceased to function. And as we wandered around, there was this strange narrator telling our story as we were doing it. And eventually it came to a point where, like, it's almost as though the narrator was controlling what we were doing. If that makes any sense at all, which I know it doesn't. But finally we've come to, like, the mind control center of it all, where we have a choice to make. Do we shut off the mind control and set our character free? Or do we turn it on and think, what could happen? Well, eventually we'll see both outcomes, so why not? See, the thing is, I like this one's funnier, but this one's more... Let's just do this one first. So we're shutting off the mind control. We are free. Once and for all. But are we? Let's see.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
May just be. Oh my gosh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And there you have it. The good ending. We got it out of the way. But that's hardly to the point of the game. Like literally, once you start back at the beginning, you get an achievement that says you beat the game. Of course, I already got that achievement because I already did it, so... I hate Mondays. Was that there before? That's the thing now. You'll notice that things change. At least I'm noticing that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, since we already kind of seen everything, we can go through this a little faster now. We're not looking at all the file cabinets and everything. We're not blazing it up in Office 420.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. Eventually we'll start having to walk through the right door. See what happens when we do that.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Man, I'm really sloppy at the controls on this. Here we go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'd really like to go down, but, because at some point I tried to do that last night, and it was blocked off, but I don't know. See, now watch this. Now we can go in the bathroom. See, I don't even show up in the mirror. Like, I'm a total ghost here, man. Of course, I don't even know if that mirror works. Same plant in here. There's a glass in here. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, and that's what the boss chose. That is not what it said last time I was in here. Can I use the toilet? I want to use the toilet, man. Today at work, we were making up dump lyrics. We pretty much do that all day long. And, Died in Your Arms Tonight came on the radio. And at some point I was like, I made this rhyme. I was like, I'm in the airport bathroom. I can't even remember. No, I'm in the airport bathroom. I need some TP. Because I gotta wipe my butt. Because I got the diarrhea. You know. It's one of the funniest things we do is, like, not finish words, but you know what word I was trying to say anyway. Anyway, enough about that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh my god! I love it. New Age music. Gotta love it. Let's play along.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright. Let's do it. Some more wire on the ground. Well, let's take the elevator and see what happens this time. Wait. Hello, loading screen. Oh, goodness. It's like, I don't even know, like, what to say. Like, I don't really want to talk too much because I'm so afraid I'm going to interrupt. Or, well, I'm afraid he's going to start talking.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Uh-huh. You can see there's like all these little side roads you can take, though, and every single one of those leads to different stuff happening. So...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Now, I'd rather not go and spoil all the endings, because that kind of defeats the purpose of a person buying the game. It's just about, like... Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm going to show some,
their
but...
true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nothing. Alright. Let's open up the men's room again.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
No,
Had
it
Stanley
couldn't.
really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Maybe.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart
Here
of
it
the
is.
operation.
The hard proof. The
Controls
GLaDOS room.
labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or
So here's the
content.
number 5 right here. I
Walking,
can push this
eating,
last time.
working, all of it monitored and
Push it down.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Well, that's what the narrator says, but...
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh, great.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
You only get one stop. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Oh, wait.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh,
Good Lord.
What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of
Say, I'm
turning
digging
you
this
on?
music.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
I forgot where
Why would
4
you think
was.
that, Stanley? That
Was
this
it up the
video
stairs?
game
Yeah,
can be
it was.
beaten? One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
This guy's got the
Here's a
greatest
spoiler
voice
for you.
ever.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first. So
They'll blow their blue tubers. They'll bang their tall tinkers.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
They'll blow
That's
their
30
whoopers.
seconds
They'll
you have
bang
left.
their god tinkers.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
Oh, no!
It's a choice.
I thought the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
There you go. That's one of the bad endings, I guess. Although I would actually have to say I like that one better than the first one. And here we are, back at the beginning again.